What's up, guys? I have some strength about me again after feeling pretty sick yesterday for like half the day. And I'm just mentally just don't want to do this anymore. So I'm here to rant about Lyme disease. I mean, I'm like pretty much totally fine right now. But my mental is so bad. I don't even like to say it. I don't like to make it more real, or I don't know what it is, give power to it. But I've been sick for over 3 years in a very bizarre and exceedingly suffering inducing way that comes and goes. I got bit by a tick June of 2022. I was sick a week later. I had a rash. Not a bullseye rash, but a diffuse rash in clusters over my trunk of my body. And I've just been sick ever since. And it's been crazy. And just what I've been met with through this has been crazy. From the medical establishment, the like general, the normal one that we use. Especially in an endemic area, I expected more. I expected better. I don't know what to do anymore. I've used up all my strength. That's what it feels like. I'm thankful to feel fine right now. I just had some yogurt. I don't know. Probably get some symptoms, but hopefully not feel sick. Even yogurt, anything with carbs just messes me up. Um, and it's gotten to a point where I'm just, if I don't have anything, like I'm grateful that there's like a way it's like sort of controllable. Not always. It's not foolproof, but like it's controllable through diet. If you don't feed these things like what they feed on carbs. So that makes sense. I can't eat fruit. Potatoes and rice mess me up worse than fruit. Fruit is like, you know, within half an hour I get a vibe for how bad it's going to be usually. Sometimes it's mild, sometimes I get sick. And it depends on how much, of course. There's like a threshold. I don't know, it's weird. But I'm just to a point where I'm so depressed. Like, even when I'm fine, I'm so depressed. And I'm just like, when I have nothing going on, all I want to do, I'm like wasting away, dude. I'm wasting away. I eat good. I eat probably more calories than a lot of you. I don't know, maybe not, but I eat a lot of meat and eggs, a lot of meat and eggs and greens. And then when I have nothing going on, all I want to do is just lay around and eat, and that's what I do at this point. I just lay around and eat. Just try to recharge for the next one. The next time I go down or the next time I have symptoms, even the symptoms, just having symptoms and not feeling sick, it just takes it out of me. Like I can't take it. Just the discomfort, just being in pain, just like my ears screech painfully. It's like your brain. It's what I imagine. I don't know for a fact, but it's what I imagine is like your auditory nerves version of experiencing pain. Because often at the same time I'll also have burning nerve pain in other parts of my body. Um, these days, it's usually limited to my arms and face, but when it first happened, and it's not as bad, thankfully, but I can't take it anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, when it first happened, it was just throughout. It's like from the top of my head to my feet, just on fire, along with a bunch of other stuff. The way this medical establishment treats Lyme disease is criminal. It's criminal. It's criminal. And ignorance is not even, it's not an acceptable answer or excuse to me anymore. And there's nothing you can do. You're just hopeless. Nobody can help you. Once it's disseminated, nobody can help you. You can go and pay out of pocket to take years of antibiotics, which will mess your system up too. And there's no guarantee. There are people who take years of antibiotics. They're not as good as I am, as I currently sit right now. A couple days ago, I was pretty bad. Comparatively to how it's been recently, I was pretty bad. And there's a big part of me that's like, you shouldn't complain, you know. But just because it's not as bad doesn't mean it's not bad. Do you know what I'm saying? After 3 years, 3 years, 4 months now. But yeah, the way they treat Lyme disease is criminal, and you don't have the proof that they require to be like, you're not sick, right? You're just not sick, because sometimes you're okay, and then even when you are sick, they can't prove it. I mean, to test for a pathogen, a stealth pathogen, which its entire modus operandi is to evade your immune system. To test for that, using some arbitrary set of whatever, 5 antibodies, 10 antibodies, is ridiculously stupid from a scientific standpoint. It makes no sense. The whole way this thing is designed to work is to not trigger your antibodies. That is how it is a chronic condition. Because it flies under the radar of your own body. And it comes out and it fucks your shit up, and then it goes and fucks off. And then it does it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. You can't even sue these people. You're just sick. First of all, if you have the strength, that's half the battle, dude. You're not even strong enough. When you're sick, you just feel weak. There is no strength in your body. Your life force, it feels like it is being drained. You are laying there just praying to feel better. There is nothing to do. I don't know what to do. Even if I wanted to do 3 years of antibiotics, or whatever the case may be, I don't have the money for that. I don't know. I don't want to do it. I've come too far. I should have done it maybe, but I was still figuring out what was wrong at the time when it was very severe. It was very severe. People cannot fathom. They cannot fathom how sick I was, and they cannot understand how sick I still am. And it's hard for me to say that because I don't want it to be real. And when I'm okay or just whatever, like Sometimes I'm totally okay physically. Sometimes I don't feel sick, but I'm in some kind of discomfort. It sucks. I just mentally can't deal anymore. I can't do it. I don't have any strength left. It's been too long. I'm tired of fighting. But what do? You can't even prove you're sick. You can't prove it, dude. All I have is a Lyme specific antibody. And everything else that has happened, right? So it's like you take my word for it. I know I have it at this point. I know. There is no question. But you can't convince these people because they're just brainwashed. There's these antibody tests. They're unreliable at best. People with bullseye rashes, they test negative 50 to 70% of the time. These tests are not even worthy of being called tests. And this is their God. They go off this. And they ignore everything else. You get bit by a tick, you're sick for 3 years. You have every hallmark sign. Your joints hurt. All these things. You get fatigued 4 or 5 days a month. Then it hits your nervous system and everything goes haywire and it's crazy. Nobody seems to care. You're just on your own, just fighting for your life, looking for answers, suffering in ways you cannot even explain. Trying to be a man, trying to internalize it, just waiting for it to pass, getting your hopes up because you get better. But it's been 3 years, 4 months, dude. It's like my faith is dwindling. I'm sorry. It is. And at least there's like some comfort now. Like I couldn't live when this first hit my nervous system, and for months after, I could not live like that. I was just fighting to get to a point of better days where I could see some semblance of a life. And I'm here now. I see there is some semblance of a life, but I don't want this. Who would want this? Just unpredictable, just you can't eat shit, you're wasting away. No matter what I eat, bro, I'm just wasting away. I was never the most muscular guy. My muscles are like gone, dude. I have nothing. I have no strength left. It baffles me. It's like you really cannot see that I'm physically sick. Can you not see it? You can't see it? Like, to what point do I have to get to? I sit here with family who just ignores it. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Look. I'm a shell. I've been sick. I can forgive anybody else, but in front of my own family, they pretend like it's not happening. So what am I left to do? Pretend like it's not happening. It's not like they ask me how I'm doing. If they'd ask me at any given time, it's like there's a decent chance there's something going on. I just try the best I can to pretend it's not happening. And when I'm sick, I just like don't say anything. And I'm like, you really can't fucking see? You can't tell. You think I'm fucking depressed? You think I'm fucking depressed? I am fucking depressed. And I'm angry. But I'm not just depressed. What can I do? Even if I go get a positive test. You can't sue them. When did you get the infection? Blah, blah. You can't do anything, dude. You're just alone. And nobody gets it. And you're just suffering. I can't believe like my life has come to this. I fought so hard to try to get my life back. And it feels cruel sometimes. I don't understand why God has allowed this to happen to me. But at the same time, then there's part of me that's like, dude, I deserve it, maybe. But I know there's wicked people out here just living their best life. And then I also know, like, nobody deserves this. But then again, at the same time, I should be dead, probably. Not from Lyme. So I don't know how I'm still alive from Lyme. Lyme will have you questioning, like, dude, why and how am I alive? Like, especially like when it's like severe, like I don't even understand. Like I was some portion of the way towards death. I don't know what portion, but I was like surely some non-negligible part of the way. Like when this hit my nervous system, and I should have died many times before Lyme, and I should have died and gone to hell. So I'm like, dude, I probably shouldn't complain. It's unexplainable. You can't explain it to people. They don't get it. You're going through it, dude. You don't get it. It makes no sense. But then when you delve into the science of how this spirochete fuck operates, it makes complete sense. Why it does what it does. Why you can't eat fucking fruit. Why it comes and go. All this shit, it all lines up. And then you have a Lyme specific antibody on top. That's all I needed. It's like, where'd that come from? Nowhere. From thin air, I got a Lyme specific antibody. And I got sick after a tick bite, and I've been sick ever since. And it's all in my fucking head. This is all in my fucking head. The rash is all in my fucking head. I get sick as shit and piss out like cloudy bullshit, and I feel better, and that's in my fucking head. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the Lyme is coming out. I have no idea. I don't even know. It's not like anyone's fucking helping me to get fucking answers to anything. I wanted to fucking believe it was in my head. When this hit my nervous system, dude, it was so severe. Like, I know anxiety and depression. I know them. I'm intimately familiar with them, right? I went in and this dude, patronizing dude, they did one like 5-second EKG and they're like, yeah, you're fine. Oh, your white blood cell count is low as shit. Which makes sense if you're fucking battling Lyme and it just hit your nervous system. Your immune system's like, what the fuck? They can't put two and two together? They're that stupid? I have no medical training. I have to explain this to you? This dude told me anxiety, sleep hygiene, whatever the fuck, and I went home like wanting to believe that. Do you know what I'm saying? Although knowing that's not it. But I was so sick at that time, I wanted to believe that. When this first hit my nervous system, I didn't sleep for 5 days. My entire body was on fire. My heart was beating crazy. Just like not palpating. I could feel the disconnect between my brain and my heart. So I was like catastrophically, I'm like, I have some neurological disorder. I'm dead. The real answer was not much better, but okay, it's better. The real reason is better. I'll take Lyme over what the rabbit holes I was going down. I can't even list to you all the fucking symptoms that I've had. Some more rare, some more common. The ear and nerve thing, very common. Headaches, pretty common. Fatigue, common. These like bouts of fatigue, you just feel weak. Fatigue, you just lay there on the couch like, like I should be groaning, but I'm not. I mean, there were times I was literally groaning. It was that bad, but most of the time I just internalize it, take terrible naps. Wake up craving fruit. Either you resist it, you don't. If you don't resist it, Here comes some symptoms. I have no willpower to resist anymore. You know, I still do, but much less often. And it's partially because like the reactions are. It's partially because I can't resist, and partially because the reactions are like tolerable enough. Sometimes. Recently they've been like pretty bad. I still do it. I just like don't care. I don't know. I'm stubborn. I don't care. I can't resist anymore. These fucking spiral fucks want to be fed, and I just like can't fight anymore. I have no willpower left. Like I know they're in there. Like you feel them fucking moving around, dude. You feel them like based on your symptoms, like they migrate. This is what they fucking do. You can explain all of this to a doctor. They're just like, what? They just like look at you like you're fucking crazy. Get on some antidepressants. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're a fucking moron. It doesn't help, dude. I've struggled with depression. It doesn't help to have that mark of like you're like a depressed person. Yeah, I am. And I have always had reasons to be. It's not irrational. It is like a defense mechanism in the face of pain. And I always knew like why. This I didn't know why until I figured out it was Lyme the whole time. And this was clearly not mental, right? This was like the most obviously not mental. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know how many people are suffering but I know it's too many. And I know like we need to change how we broach this from like a Western medicine standpoint. Like this needs to be changed, and I don't understand why precisely it's treated the way that it is. And why, when there's all this science out there and there's just like logically, we know so much about this pathogen, probably not the half of it, but we know much more in like a niche standpoint than doctors know, than the general like practitioner, even infectious disease doctors. That's the crazy thing. Infectious disease doctors don't know about this. That's literally their job, is to know about, these diseases. It's out there. The information's out there. They just like, they're not taught it. They don't care to delve into it. I don't know. They're brainwashed into this cookie cutter presentation of what Lyme is. And if it's not that, that's it. It's not Lyme. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? When you have these spirochetes in your body, how could it possibly, and they go to this area and that area depending on the person and the immune system and all these variables, how could it present exactly the same way? And then based on their, even if you test positive, which the tests are garbage. They are absolutely garbage. You are lucky if you get a positive test. You're lucky to get one. If you have Lyme, you're lucky to get a positive. And even if you do, you know what they tell you? Yeah, we'll give you like 6 weeks, like maybe 2 months of antibiotics, and then you're cured. And if it's a neurological stage, like okay, maybe we'll do some IV, and then you're cured. And then everything else afterwards, if you still have weird shit happening, now just recently they finally coined this term like post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome. Now they just call it that. And this is very recent. They didn't even have that. So they don't even wipe out the infection, and then they're just like, you're cured. And then everything else, they're just like, post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome. This is like the new fucking thing. This is fucking insanity. This is pure insanity. To allow people to suffer like this and become like lepers to society. And you don't even have a fucking label. Like, what do you do? No one fucking believes. Like, what am I supposed to do, bro? What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm scared. What if I'm like this forever? I can't live a normal life. Unpredictably sick. I can't eat shit. I'm fucking wasting away. I feel like shit. What am I supposed to fucking do? I can't even get disability. They won't give you disability for chronic Lyme. It doesn't fucking exist. It doesn't exist, according to them. It doesn't fucking exist. You know what people are forced to do? They go get some bullshit diagnosis like fucking fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome. It's just a fucking label. Yeah, there's something wrong with you. And then doctors look at you crazy still. They think it's fucking mental. It makes me so angry. And I'm thankful to be able to have the strength to be angry right now. But you just go through periods, dude. It feels like you're just like slowly dying. Like your life force is just being sucked from you. And then it just fucking goes away. It's fucking crazy. I get it, dude. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. You cannot understand this. If it's not happened to you, you cannot understand it. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody checks on me. Nobody anything. I see the fucking look in their eyes when I try to like derive some smidgen of like support or just share a little bit about what's been. I see the fucking disbelief in people's eyes. You don't think I fucking see it? I see it. I know. You're just sick and alone, dude. You're just sick and alone. I'm sorry. I don't know. Something needs to change with this. I don't know why they're doing this. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why they treat it this way. It's been too long, bro. 1970s till now, late 70s. And there's theories, dude. There's theories that like, and I don't know. Listen, I don't know. All right, but there's theories that right across from Old Lyme, Connecticut, where this just unceremoniously just began, supposedly from nowhere, right? There was a alleged bioweapons testing facility called Plum Island. So there's theories that this is like some sort of manipulated. They manipulated this thing that existed in nature, but it's manipulated, and they were gonna use it, or the idea was to use it like drop ticks on troops, to take out large swaths of people or something, like debilitate large swaths of people. I don't know. And the idea is that it got out. That would explain that's the only thing to me. Otherwise, like, I don't understand how they're still, like, besides like government pressure to like keep this under wraps and just like fuck people who are just suffering. I don't understand how like Lyme disease is still. We're like in the dark ages of Lyme disease. The science is there. People just fucking ignore it. Like, it all makes sense. Like, everything that has happened to me makes complete sense scientifically. That's the baffling thing. And then people still look at you crazy. Because they don't know. They're just taught what they're taught. Whatever. Fucking joint pains. If your joints don't swell up to grapefruit size and like your face doesn't go paralyzed, it's not Lyme disease. If you don't have some antibodies, some arbitrary set of fucking antibodies that the CDC dictates for what God knows what reason, it's not Lyme disease. Even though the shit is literally evading your own immune system, how do you think it's still fucking around in you? Because your body can't can't mount the immune response. This is how it works. And then they look at you fucking crazy. When everything else matches up. Everything else matches up to the modus operandi of Borrelia. Some strain of it. There's a lot of strain. That's another thing. They test for one strain. I think there's like 100 strains, maybe more. I don't know. Last I can't remember. It's baffling to me, and it's criminal, and it's disgusting. And you're so sick you can't even pursue, like, what can you do? Even if you pursue it, you can't fucking prove shit. Like, your life has just been ruined, right? Some people, and this is worse because it's worse because how can you figure out it's Lyme if you like didn't get? I'm blessed in a sense to have been bit by a deer tick, and I'm sick a week later, and they keep gaslighting me to dismiss what in my spirit I already knew, right? And they could have just given me antibiotics and prevented all this, and it just kept going. It just kept happening, and then I'd get better. You know, like the first time it happened, and I was sick for a few weeks, and I had this rash, and then I got better. I was like, well, then it's not Lyme, right? That's what I thought. And then it came back. I was like, what? You know, and just like, you just feel it in your spirit. I did. It's like some part of me knew. And I'm angry at myself. It's like, I had some idea of how, I wasn't fully there yet, but I had some idea of like how little these fucking idiots know about things and how prideful they are and how they just pretend. But I trusted them. Like a naive moron. I trusted them. And I ignored what my gut was telling me. And it's hard. It's hard to forgive myself. It's hard to forgive them. I remember, like, when I first went in and I was sick and I had this rash, she just said, oh, that looks viral. And just knee-jerk, I'm like, how do you fucking know that, right? I'm like, what? You just look at a rash and it looks viral to you? You're just like God of all doctors? That's viral. And I'm pretty sure I asked about, like, antibiotics, and, like, I just was, like, shot down. Because they fucking, God forbid you give somebody antibiotics these days. If you're bit by a tick, you should get antibiotics. If you're bit by a tick, honestly, even if you don't have fucking symptoms, but if you're bit by a tick and you're sick, why the fuck would you not give antibiotics? What are they fucking made for then? I've lost years of my life suffering. Even before Lyme. But now, on top of everything, and it could have been prevented, and I tried. I should have gotten angry like this. I didn't know any fucking better. I was like, whatever. I was like, I'll just get tested in a month. Like, from the basic knowledge I had, I was like, I think the tests aren't accurate based on their fucking bullshit science, right? It's like, the tests aren't accurate for like a month. I'll just get fucking tested later. And whatever, then I'll get it taken care of. Antibiotics, boom, done. That's what I thought. This is what I thought of Lyme. This is what most people think of Lyme. It's chill. Just get tested and like just take antibiotics for a month. You're good. I think I finally ended up, because it kept coming back. I was like, oh, maybe I'm getting better. Whatever the fuck it is. Maybe it was viral or something. I had other theories. I had whatever. I won't get into that, but 3 months, like more than 3 months later, I got tested. That's too late. It's too late based on their shitty test standards. Regardless, their test, it might have been negative anyways, had I done it at the right time. But 3 months, 3+ months is too late. And it was negative, and they don't even show you the antibodies. They just give you negative. They don't even give you the specifics. I still can't access. I tried. It's like at every corner, dude, they do everything. It's very bizarre. It's like I was like, can I get... They just treat you like a crazy person. And it's hard to shade. It's like it feels purposeful, like maybe not purposeful from that person specifically, but like on some level it feels like purposeful. I can't shake that either. I tried. I was like, just as I'm like looking for answers, I was like, yo, can I see which antibodies at least were positive or negative? Like, you're just giving me like this overarching result of a positive or negative with no specifics. Like, why is that? Why are you not like giving me more information? Even the doctor can't access that. Why? It's very it's just strange to me. Like, why would they keep, why, if you do a test and it has like specifics to it that go into the result, this is this like arbitrary positive or negative result, why are the specifics not elucidated? Can somebody answer me that fucking question? No. Whatever answer you give, it's not good enough for me, so I really don't care. But why wouldn't you? There are specifics that go into this result, but these are kept from the doctor. How does that make any sense? I could rant about this for 2 fucking hours, dude. You could research, you could, I don't know, at least probably 100 hours by now I've researched. There's good research out there on this. They are not doing anything. Something needs to be done. If my story can make something be done, like I have my doubts that it matters, nobody fucking cares. Who fucking cares? My own best friend cannot fucking check on me, dude. Nobody fucking cares. They don't even, I don't know. They don't want to believe you're sick, bro. I don't know. Because sometimes you go fucking chill, you think it's like all fine. Dude, I'm not fine. I've been sick for fucking over 3 years, bro. Does anybody fucking care? My own family doesn't care. They just sat and watched me. They just sat and I just fucking, in way worse sickness than I am now, just fighting for my life with grams of gabapentin. Just to the tune of grams of gabapentin to cover up as much as I could. Went to fucking work to make some fucking money to do God knows what. I wasn't even sure what I was gonna do with the money, but I was like, I'm gonna have to do something because I cannot fucking live like this. But I can't kill myself either. That's the scariest shit, dude. There's worse things than dying. Dying's scary. Dying scares me. It does. Dying scares me. But this was worse than dying. Because you're just in between a rock and a hard place. Like, dude, I'm suffering so bad I can't sleep. All this shit's going haywire in my body. Like, I'm lucky, dude. I usually, like, I'd be lucky. I'd get an hour of sleep. I'd wake up. This shit was attacking me. Like, you can just feel it. It's hard to explain. You can feel, it's like attacking your brain. Even if nothing, insomnia is like its own symptom. It's very bizarre. Like, sometimes it's standalone, but most of the time, at least your ears are, like, there's some other sign as well. Like, your auditory nerves are going off, or you have this burning nerve pain, something. And there were nights I woke up with just like the craziest, like the rarer symptoms for me personally that were very scary. Stuff with my vision, or like just this weird dizziness, like even laying there, just dizziness. Arms numb, couple times, completely numb. Like, just woke up in the middle of the night, you feel it attacking you, your arms are just numb. Or like buzzing, like vibrate, like you feel like just like this vibration. Or like sometimes you feel a vibration, or then there were times it was like actual tremors too. One time I remember I woke up and just like you wake up in the middle of the night because it's attacking you. I don't know, it's like more active then, at least for me. And my vision just like tilted. I don't even know how to explain. Like, I'm just sitting there and like everything went like this in my, like, just everything went like this. I was like, what? And your heart just sinks. You're like, what's happening? And you know it's this fucking bullshit. And you just don't know what's gonna happen next. I was at that point. Now it's more like these like common symptoms, and then I don't know, a couple days ago again I was like pretty sick, and it's rough when like old symptoms come back. That's what scares me now. Now I'm like more stable in a sense. It like kind of doesn't bother me. Like, I mean, it's, the suffering is terrible, but like it kind of like doesn't scare me anymore. I'm just like, well, here we go again. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking used to it. But like I was getting these pains in my chest again. This was a big thing when it first hit my heart and neurological system. Like, I don't know if it's like from my heart being affected, or it's these things are like, these spirochetes are in my chest wall. I think it may be the latter, to be honest, because I don't think I was having any heart, no discernible heart stuff. That came back a while ago. I probably stupidly took some stuff to break biofilms, and it's been like a second infection. Like, not to the severity of like the first, when it first hit my neurological system, but it feels like I'm going through everything all over again to some degree. These things that like had gone away and like have not been an issue for a while, these symptoms, it's like they're arising again. I just don't know what to do anymore. Like, it baffles me. It's like people can't see. Like, dude, look at me, bro. I can see it, dude. This shit's taking it out of me. Like, I'm mentally losing it. I can't even do it anymore, dude. I can't do, even, I'm like totally fine right now. I'm just fucking mentally done. I'm just done. How can I fight anymore? I've been through too much before this. This alone. This alone, how can I fight anymore? It's crazy. It's like people don't know your strength. And I don't say it arrogantly. It's just like, in all objectivity, as objectively as I can analyze things. Like, people look at me, they don't know my strength. They don't even know like who they're looking at. You know, they just think I'm some like fucking bitch loser. They don't know. It's like, dude, I've gone through shit that most of you probably couldn't go through. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I think God gives this to people for a reason. Like, it's very strange. There's like a weird spiritual, I feel like if you're going through this, it's like, it's because like you're literally like, you're a warrior. But you're just like a warrior in hiding. People don't even know. You just go about your day like when you're fine. People have no idea. It's just been too much. My whole life, it's been like one thing after another, but this is just like the worst cherry on top. The worst unexplainable, bizarre cherry on top. And I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I have faith I'll get better. And I'm just like appealing to God. And I know I have still my issues and I'm not close to perfect, and I don't know. I don't know why he's done this to me. I don't know what the point is anymore. It just seems like pointless suffering. I'm just like, I can't do it anymore. I don't understand. I don't understand. And I try, and I just keep hearing like, walk by faith, not by sight, and I'm just like, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's the only way I'm still here. And nobody gets it, dude. And it hurts so bad. You're sick and your own family sits and just watches you suffer, and they don't I mean, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have a place to stay. And like, I have a place to stay and food in my belly, and I try to be like thankful for that. Like, probably not enough. But it's hard when you're just suffering. How can you see past that? And I'm ashamed of myself even when I'm not suffering. It's like my mood is so bad. Like, I wish I could just like enjoy it. I can't even enjoy it. You're just waiting for the next one, dude. Just like, what's gonna fucking happen next? When? You're just tired. You've just been through so much. Like, how can I be in a fucking good mood without external, like some external fucking chemical help? And I don't want to do that either. Not only for physical, it's like my body couldn't even handle it, dude, at that time. Like, when I was super sick, there was no desire for any substance. Like, you just know, you're like, dude, my body cannot even handle anything. Like, I'm so sick, I can't even indulge in something to like feel better. And it's weird now, I don't even want to. Like, there are times I'm like, dude, maybe I should. It's like, there are these thoughts. It's like, dude, just give up. Just, just seek comfort any way you can, right? But I've done that in the past. I've done it for less reason. And now I have more reason I don't want to. Like, I'd rather just be depressed than just not suffering physically. So it's nice. It's nice to just be depressed and angry, and you can't be angry when you're sick. You can't be angry. So